All right, questions for Terrance Ferguson. Start right here on the left with Eric.
What do you remember from the first game, and what do you take from that? I mean, some of the Ohio State players have talked about kind of the motivation they had from the loss. Are you motivated from what you took from the win?
Yeah, I think 100%. We've been motivated every game, and I think for us, it's been winning each week, and that starts with preparation. And I think we do a great job of a nameless, faceless opponent, and just going out there and playing our standard. But there's a lot of things we left on the table from that game, and each week we know we've gotten better, and we know that we've seen things that we can get better at. We say we go to the doctor every week, and I think that's true about this team. So there's a lot of things that we can get better at, and so we're focused on that.
Back middle, Matt.
Kind of touched on it there, Terrence. You guys always talk about every week getting better. Where has this team improved offensively since middle of October?
Yeah, I think this offense has improved across the board. I think our offensive line and up front, we're communicating really well. I think, we're just getting comfortable with each other. And I think we go back and you watch some of the games, and there's small little things that we just miss, or there's a miscommunication. And I think we've done a great job of seeing that, nipping it in the bud, and just getting after each week, and getting those reps together and just consistently finding stuff that works for us. So I think just across the board, we've elevated from every position, honestly.
Second row middle, Aaron.
You guys obviously have gone undefeated so far this season, and that's a lot of pressure. How do you feel like going 1-0 every week with that pressure has kind of helped prepare you for the biggest moment now of the season?
Yeah, I think it does prepare us really well for that, because you do have that pressure, and it's something we try to not focus on. We try to cut out all the outside noise and just go 1-0 each week, and that really does start with not thinking about it, and preparing each week like it is your last game. It is a 1-0 season is how we look at it. So I think for us, it really just starts in practice, meetings, and if you can take care of the preparation, you're free to play on the game day. So I think that's really where it starts. And I know a lot of people talk about it, but we've been about it, and it starts in practice.
Back right, Ronald.
Obviously, you guys earned that bye, and obviously it helps you guys get some rest. But how anxious are you guys to just get back out there and play a game? It's been nearly a month for you guys.
Yeah, no, we're super excited to get out there and play football again. We've been hitting each other for a long time, and we had that bye, which was nice for us. But we're ready to get back there on the field and show what we can do. So we're super excited and ready to get back out there.
Back middle, Matt.
You had to wait a while this season to score your first touchdown, but now it's 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games. Feel like things are trending up for you right now?
Yeah, I think it took a while, and me and Dylan joked about that. But I think the whole team's just hitting stride at the right points, and I think I've been able to find the end zone recently, and I think as a team we've been better in the red zone recently. So I think that's just kind of all been the team success of us just getting better throughout the season, and I'm just a part of that.
Second row middle, Aaron.
You've been with this team now. This is your 3rd year with Coach Lanning. Just what's different about this year? Obviously, you guys are playing for a bigger game than just another bowl game. But what has made this team different and this year and this feeling a little bit different?
Yeah, I think this team's been different across the board from when everyone got here. You could pull a lot of pieces from different ways, and whether that's freshmen from high school or transfer portal now, everyone got here with a common goal, and that's win. And I think there wasn't the individual seeking, and I think a lot of guys bought into what our DNA traits are. I think this team is super connected. I think we compete every time we get on the field, whether that's practice or a game. So I think really the togetherness, the connection part, and we've been tough. We found ways to win when we probably shouldn't win. So I think that's what makes this team special, is the toughness and the connection. Those are 2 things that stick out for sure.
Right next to Eric.
When you came back, you kind of mentioned wanting to win championships, when unfinished business. I'm curious how validating it's been to win a Big Ten championship and now potentially be on your way to another one. Can you speak to that process for you kind of personally?
Yeah, I definitely decided to come back because I wanted to win. I've won some bowl games, but nothing I say worth winning. And when you come to Oregon, you want to win big things. So coming back was a part of that. I think everyone came back with that mindset, and I think it feels good to obviously win, but we're focused on something bigger than that. And really, it starts with just 1-0 each week, and I think we've done a great job of doing that. And that's with this playoff game, and it's really a 1-0 season from here on out.
Front left, Zach.
The past few games, Kenyon has kind of figured out a bigger role in this offense, which is something he didn't have in that first game against Ohio State. How beneficial is that to you guys to have that talent that he brings in this game against Ohio State?
Yeah, he's a special player, and I think he's always had a role on this team, but he's been finding bigger spots on the offensive side. You know, he does a lot of things for us on special teams as well, and he's just a tremendous athlete. So I think it helps us because across the board, he's a mismatch whenever he gets out on the field. So just having another guy that can run like that, it's hard to cover. So just being able to line up in multiple personnels and use him in different ways is just an advantage our way, no matter what. Whenever he's on the field,
Right next to him, James.
What stands out about 2 and 8 at safety for them, and if you draw them in pass coverage?
yeah, no, they're really good players. I think they're super physical as well. I think that's what kind of makes them special. They come down and make plays in the box, but they're elite players, and we got to go out and attack them.
Second row middle, Aaron.
The offense pretty much thrived in that Big Ten championship game. I know you guys still said you left some plays on the field, but how have you kind of seen the defense respond since that Big Ten championship game in preparation for the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, 100%. I think the offense played well, and the defense has responded really well. They've came into practice with a chip on their shoulder, and they know they had some things to clean up, and so they've attacked each practice, and it's been impressive to watch. And I'm excited to see those guys go out there and put it on the field because they've done a great job in this month or so of preparation and just getting after every day on the field. So I'm excited to see them play again.
Back middle, Matt.
Spoke with Will Stein, and he called Jordan James and Noah Whittington the heartbeat of this offense. Can you just speak to the durability, the production that James has been able to provide for you guys?
Yeah, I think both those guys are the heartbeat of our team, and our offense especially because, those guys run hard. You watch them run, and it is not the first guy that's taking them down every time. And I think they make this offense go. They are going nonstop, and I think for us it's good to have someone like that. Both two guys actually that can just run hard and get you tough yards no matter what. And so I think it's the consistency they've been able to bring throughout the season has been special for us.
We're going to go to the Zoom. Scott Reed, if you can unmute yourself.
Hey, Terrance, you mentioned the physicality of Caleb Downs and the Ohio State defense. Talk a little bit more about how you can exploit the mismatches based on their physicality and what you guys do. I think you probably had the best game of any tight end against that defense this year. What is it you guys do different than some of the other guys like Tyler Warren and the other tight ends they faced?
Yeah, I think, first off, those guys are really good players, and they're hard to exploit because they are good players and they play good defense, and they're pretty sound across the board. But I think our coaches do a great job of just creating misdirection and putting people in the right places at the right time, So I'm an all right athlete, and they can give me the ball sometimes, and I can do something every once in a while. But I think just the coaches, they do a great job of doing that and putting our guys in situations to win, whether that's in man-to-man coverage or in zone. They always seem to have the right answers.
Anthony DeLeon from the LA Times.
Hi, how you doing? Having a new quarterback coming into this season, can you talk about how you've built a relationship with Dylan throughout the season and what has stood out to you most about him as a leader?
Yeah, Dylan, as soon as I knew I was coming back and he's going to be the quarterback, I've said this before, but I said we're going to be best friends no matter what, and that's really what I bought into and he bought into. Luckily enough, he's a good person off the field, so we became best friends, and that was anytime he wanted to throw the ball, I was there. It didn't matter if it was in Hawaii, if it was in LA, or if it was in our backyard here at the facility. So I think we built a chemistry that was off the field as well. Our fiancés get along well, so we spent a lot of time just sharing time together as friends, eating dinners and doing stuff outside of football as well. But I think the biggest thing was anytime he wanted to throw the ball, I was there to catch it.